I hope Daiji dies. He won't. He can't.
He can't, but I wish he
somehow
would.
he'll come back from the brink. But he's like, no one has ever been more on the brink than this man. He is so far, like, he is so far past the, like, I don't even know what to say. He is so far past the brink of anything. Nobody has ever been as far gone as him, ever.
Oh,
in the history of anything that has ever happened. Ever.
Ever. I can't take it. I can't believe you put that little fucking Hiromi on screen earlier.
Yeah.
You knew. Sensed
he hasn't clocked out yet. Hiromi hasn't clocked out either. He never clocked out. He's still...
It's true, actually. He's been collecting overtime.
He's still good.
All these months.
Yeah, he's still good. He's still good.
He's loaded.
He got fired. Oh. They fired my man.
Oh my god.
They did not fire my man. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he did write a resignation letter. But then he died before he could do it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh my god.
Oh, the 2 worst shows I've ever seen in my life.
The 2 worst shows I've ever seen in my life. Oh, shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I actually didn't know Hiromi was going to be in that episode. Like, I actually really didn't know that. That was a genuine reaction on my part.
Oh.
God. This really is the new generation of Revice, except it's backwards.
Oh.
Where Donbrothers is Fies, and this show is Abba Ranger.
You can just quit.
You can just quit.
Walk out. If it sucks.
If it sucks, kill yourself. Fake your own death.
Throw yourself off a cliff. It's
fake
fine.
your own death. Go home to visit your mom. Pretend you have amnesia. What a freak!
Oh, show of the most normal people.
And there's like 10 more episodes of this show. There's still 10 more episodes, at least 10 more.
God.
Episodes of the
How
best.
are we gonna manage?
I hope Demons comes back. I hope so too. I hope he doesn't just stick around and do nothing. I don't really give a shit, actually.
It's
Whatever
kind of funny
happens,
no matter what.
Whatever happens. Whatever happens. Oh. How will Geats compare? How will anything compare ever? Geats can't possibly match with Don. What, like... Well, Abba Ranger and Fies was still in the era where they were airing simultaneously, right? Like they ended at the same time, they started at the same time. Is that right? Because Decade screwed everything up, right?
By being by being only like half a show.
By getting canceled.
Yeah.
by being bad.
By being so bad, they actually pulled the plug on
it. They also
one and only show.
To be fair, they also fired the head writer.
Awesome. It was the fucking Wild West back then. Anything could happen.
They just brought Inoue in to do the final form arc for Decade Complete because they're like, we need someone to fix this.
This too is Decade's fault.
It all comes back to Decade. Truly, this is all Decade's fault. We've like this is the worthy successor to Decade, not Geo. It's this show. They knew it was going to be short from the start. If they knew it was going to be short from the start, why did the pacing suck so fucking bad? It was supposed to be even shorter. Was Decade supposed to just end after they did the 10 worlds? They're like, well, that's it. Bye.
That's all.
Decade was
you don't need anything else.
Such a bad show.
Genuine.
I love Decade so much.
Me too.
Such a bad show. Such a bad show. Like
the worst, possibly the worst put together show ever.
In terms of logistics and like maybe the worst show I've ever seen. In terms of content, maybe the best show I've ever seen.
genuinely still probably one of my favorites.
Spending like if 20 episodes, not even like 25 episodes of a 30-something episode show, fucking doing all the tribute worlds, and then they like did Amazon and fucking Black and Black RX and like whatever the fuck else, the Geist Man.
The Geist Man, that's right. Fuck me,
the one and only, or the only other one. And Shinketsu. Right. Okay, and I won't knock on the Shinketsu one. That was good.
That was fucking awesome. And the World of the End.
Oh, that one was good too, though. That was also Blade. That was also Blade.
The Missing Ace Riders, just to get them in there.
I love that it's like, yeah, the world that Daiji comes from is an alternate version of the alternate version of Blade. It's a different, other alternate version of Blade.
I think I'd read up a bit on like the different riders and what they look like, because I watched Decade
before anything else, right?
Before basically anything else, yeah, except for what was on, which was X-Aid.
Ugh.
So like I kind of knew who they were. Like I recognized the Blade guys and stuff. I was like, oh, this is the Blade world. And then like Lark and Lance show up in World at the End. At the time, I remember being like,
"Who the fuck are these guys?
What the fuck is this from? Did they make these up? Where did this come from?"
It's from one of the worst movies you could ever watch.
I have watched that movie.
Yeah, how was it?
It wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
It was not the best.
It's from one of Inoue's best.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember? You remember how like
he wrote like all
every
of them,
movie.
Right? Awesome.
For like up until like literally up until like Den-O, Inoue wrote basically every like summer movie. He wrote G4, episode final, 13 Riders, Missing Ace, Lost Paradise, fucking the Hibiki movie.
Yeah.
Of course, he wrote the Kiva movie. And I think the only exception is the Den-O stuff, which I don't think he ever touched Den-O actually. Oh, I mean, I think he wrote some episodes for the show. I don't think he ever touched any of the movies though. Did he?
I don't know.
Who cares?
To be honest, I actually haven't seen most of the Den-O movies. The Hibiki movie is great though.
The Den-O movies all just kind of run together after a certain point.
Yeah, I think because I went through a thing where I was like, I'm just going to watch like one movie from anything just to...
The only...
Which is a terrible idea. Don't do that because they're wildly all over the place in terms of quality. I do not remember what one I watched for Den-O, but it wasn't the one I should have probably.
Yeah. You should watch episode Yellow, which is not actually a Den-O movie. It's a fucking End movie.
I've definitely seen that. Voss watched that because we got into it at the same time, and he watched that. I believe while he was at university for a day, he was just watching that instead of doing work.
Wow. Rob is right. I'm looking at the page right now. Inoue never touched Den-O at all. He never wrote anything for it ever.
Wow.
At all. It's like one of the only Heisei writers he's never, like, Phase 1 Heisei writers he never touched. Kuga, Agito, Ryuki. Kamen Rider 5's head writer every episode.
Amazing.
Blade, Hibiki, Kabuto, Kiva, every episode except for 17 and 18.
Really?
Yonemura wrote 2 episodes of Kiva for some reason.
Huh.
He wrote 4 episodes of Decade and then didn't touch the stuff again until Geo.
Wow, Jesus. Maybe he's why Heisei 2 feels so different.
Inoue's presence cannot be understated.
It like ripples out through the whole experience, even if he only does 2 episodes.
That's not true. He wrote fucking O's Double Core.
Oh my god! What, the one with Skull?
Yes.
And he
Nobunaga.
Was it just Nobunaga? That's right. Did he just write the one half of that, or did he write?
I think he just wrote the one half.
Yeah, because I was thinking, the Nobunaga. That's so fucking him.
Agito G4, Ryuki episode final, Ryuki 13 Riders, Paradise Lost, Missing Ace, 7 Senki, First and Next. You know, the reboot movies.
Yeah.
Kiva, King of the Castle and the Demon World.
Stupid name.
O's Nobunaga, Kamen Rider Ichigo. the Ghost movie.
Oh my god, that's right. Oi.
That's because for most of the like tens, like most of the 2010s, he was writing books.
Really?
Yeah, he was writing an Agito novel, a Ryuki novel,
Oh,
and a Kiva novel, all in 2013. Oh, and a Decade novel, also in 2013. And then in 2015, he started the fucking Kuga manga,
yeah, I was gonna say
which he's been doing.
was...
So that's kind of just what he's been doing.
Wow, God.
And 3 years ago, he did the Kaizen manga.
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot.
It was the Decade novel. Oh, I'm sorry, supervising. He supervised the Decade novel. It still sucked. Every Kamen Rider novel sucks. By the way, all of them.
Yeah.
They all suck, especially the ones that he wrote. Most Inoue-written Kamen Rider films are considered non-canon, except for Kamen Rider Ichigo. That's because they all are non-canon, because they all rapidly and viciously contradict canon.
Cannot possibly be canon at all.
You could almost get away with saying that movie War Core is canon, except for the fact that the O's part introduces the fucking Kyoryu, the Kyoryu greed, which don't exist.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Why did he do that? Why did he do that?
Around.
Legend. I hate him.
Genuinely one of my most despised men ever, but
Donbrothers is really good.
I can't deny it. It compels me.
It compels me.
It doesn't make any
sense. It's funny because literally last year he was writing what I arguably consider to be the worst things he's ever written in his illustrious career of objectively terrible things.
The worst, like the lowest low to possibly the highest high.
No, I don't think so. They're definitely just the lowest low.
Well, I don't know how. It's impossible to scale his work relative to the rest of it because it's just all over the place.
I think Zio vs. Decade is objectively his worst work ever.
Oh yeah, but the Kuga manga as well.
Okay, that's also really bad.
That's the thing, is those share worst.
You can take your pick as to which one you think is the worst shit that he's ever put on paper.
Very, very close.
And then
Donbrothers is like...
You could also argue Kamen Rider Ryuki is like a good second.
Yeah.
For the worst thing he's ever written. Maybe he really just doesn't want to make... It does seem like getting away from Kamen Rider has done wonders for him doing things that he actually likes doing.
Yeah.
Everything in Rider Time Ryuki and Geo vs. Decade, and I don't want to say the Kuga manga because that's a different story, but like both of those things felt so genuinely hateful.
Yeah.
Do you know how Tomino says in interviews that he wrote Zeta Gundam in like a really hateful state of mind?
I was just thinking of that because I saw you posting about it last night.
It's like you can feel, when you watch it, you can feel that like the man who's writing these is just really, really, really viciously hateful towards you, the audience watching it. That's what it feels like. That's what Rider Time Ryuki and Decade vs. Geo feel like. It's just like a guy who, being one of the most influential writers of the genre, like of Kamen Rider, like he shaped the genre whether you like it or not, right? It just seems like they brought it back that, hey, can you do like a big tribute thing for Ryuki, which wasn't his fucking show, right? Even to begin with, wasn't his fucking show. Although you could argue it was half his show since he wrote so much of it, but it wasn't his, like, it's not his original idea. And he's like, yeah, I can do it. And he just wrote the most hateful, offensive thing he could possibly think of. And then he did it again for Geo and Decade. But then they're like, do you want to do fucking Super Sentai again? And he's like, yes, please. I guess. And now he's like in love with it again.
He genuinely seems to be having a very good time making Donbrothers.
Yeah.
Like that, whatever talk thing he did with Murakami, like, it just seemed very like he genuinely wanted to talk about it and was interested and engaged and enjoying himself in his work, which is such a fucking difference. You can so tell.
It's funny because if he asked to be put on Sentai, I'm sure they would have let him have one.
Like he's absolutely got the reputation where he could just ask for whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Maybe he asked to be put on Donbrothers. Like maybe he submitted a pitch and asked to do it.
They were like, we need you back for something else again. He's like, can it please
because
not
surely the
fucking
last time that he ever touched Super Sentai was over a decade ago in one episode of Gokaiger, which was just the Jetman tribute. Shirakura asked him. Yeah, they're like, they should have asked him earlier, probably. He should have asked. You should have asked to be put on Sentai.
They never would have turned him down, and he clearly wasn't having fun with Ryder.
He Toei, like, he owns Toei.
It's his house.
It's his house. He built it.
They'd be nothing without him.
No, Kobayashi's just not answering the phone, I guess. At all. Maybe she doesn't want to. Hi, Robo. You want a meme? Maybe she's done.
Hello.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Gotta stop sometime, right?
She wrote some of the best and some of the other shows. She's busy. I mean, she's always busy because she pens the scripts for the JoJo anime and for Attack on Titan.
Really? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, she's the script writer, script supervisor for both of those anime adaptations. So that keeps her pretty busy and also probably pretty fucking rich.
Yeah, you gotta imagine, right? Very modest properties she works on.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't need her to come back. I think I'm satisfied with like what she's given us.
Yeah, it's probably better to like leave it on a high than.
No, she didn't leave on a high. She left on Amazon season 2.
I was thinking leave it relatively on a high if you ignore Amazon's.
She left it on a high with Tokyuger.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at just stuff that aired on the telly, that's different.
That was on purpose. There was a TV cut of Amazon section.
Jesus, that's different.
It had an actual OP and stuff.
The Amazon's not?
No, it just had the OP plays during the ending credits in Amazon.
Oh, goofy.
Yeah.
I've never watched the second.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that? The fucking 01 clip with the Amazon's music.
Which one?
Can someone get that for me? Does anyone know? Does anyone have that? Let me try to find that.
It's I know I've seen it, but I don't remember any of the details of what it was. It's getting overwritten in my brain by the bit where Guy is talking. It starts playing the fucking Exode opening because he's doing the Den Kuruto thing. When he's talking to Fua about his false memories.
Scene in the damn show.
I fucking love that.
I can't find it. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit?
Specifically with that music. Ojo Emu.
But like the bit of the episode of the video is that like it plays the ending theme for Amazon's over like the end of the fucking Arc 1 episode because that's how episodes of fucking Amazon is played. I hope they should just get her on Decker.
Oh Jesus, I forgot. We were talking about Trigger just last night, and I literally remembered like an hour later. I was like, "Oh yeah, they're doing Decker, aren't they?" Jesus.
In my mind, Ultraman is over.
It's literally finished. It's the Destined Crossroads and then something else.
In my mind, Ultraman stopped with C. Like we ended it.
He became the last hero.
That was all. That's right. When Ace was saying that shit, he meant it literally.
He meant that's it. We're canceling it.
We're done with the show.
It's not coming back.
It's not coming back. Go watch
We're
Shin
doing-
Ultraman in theaters.
Yeah, we're doing web specials and Shin Ultraman and the anime, and that's it.
Hey,
No more regular TV.
Hey Jax, thanks so much for the follow. Why is that underneath that? That's not where that's supposed to be. They're gonna put her on Doctor Who next season.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, they're putting her on Doctor. That's a spoiler. I know the truth. They're putting her on Doctor Who.
It just so happens. I mean, I really shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to be in it as well.
Yeah, they put me in it. I'm personally going to be the character that fucking kills 13, so we don't have to deal with it anymore. Is that over
That's crazy
yet?
because no. Last episode is the next one.
And when is that? 6 months from now?
Yeah, probably.
I hate Doctor Who's release schedule so much. They're like,
It's
why is our viewership down so bad? Because you don't fucking air episodes.
Well, yeah,
Because
how
you
come
air 2 episodes a year.
Everyone forgets it's fucking on.
Hi, Jackson.
I
I'm doing good. Sorry.
I didn't watch the last thing. Literally, I probably would have if I'd like been near a TV at all, but I just didn't remember it was on
The
till
only-
after it was out, and I was like, oh, there was Doctor Who yesterday. Shit,
The
I didn't
very
know.
genuine only reason that I watched any bit of the last series, I don't even know what number we're on at this point. The most recent series.
13.
No, that can't be right. Series 13?
Yeah, I think so.
That can't be right.
Yeah, that's
I
us.
just
Series
assume we're on
13.
I assume we're on like 45 at this point. I don't fucking know.
It's because it's been going on for fucking like 20 years.
Boy.
Actually, less than a season a year, which is
I love
amazing.
Doctor Who. Anyway,
I love Doctor Who.
the only reason I watched any bit of Series 13 is because it just happened to be during a point when we actually had like television on in the house, and like on the day that, what was the most recent special? The Dalek one, the most recent Dalek special.
The New Year's Eve one.
The New Year's Eve one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Eve of the Daleks.
Was that Series 12?
That might have been Series 12 because that was also a Daleks one. Was that the one with Jack in it?
Yeah.
That was Revolution of the Daleks, which was last year.
Man, I hate this. Yep, there it is. Revolution of the Daleks. Yeah, I watched like from Fugitive of the Jadoon to Revolution of the Daleks, in order, just sequentially, because BBCA was just airing them back to back to back to back to fucking back, and I just happened to miss the first couple episodes of Series 12, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, this is what I'm doing today, I guess. And it was, let me tell you, it was agonizing.
It's pretty painful, right?
Because I'd already heard about it, but when I got to fucking Ascension of the Cybermen and the Timeless Child, wow,
Boy,
oh
it's
man,
quite something, huh?
woo! Oh,
What's
man.
really funny,
I was
the thing I
suffering,
remember
boy.
about that is like, because I watched those when they were on,
Oh, you watched
or
that
like
shit
near
live?
enough.
Yeah,
No, I couldn't have. I must have watched them like a day or two after.
near enough.
And like for whatever reason, because I'd watched, what was it, the Nikola Tesla one, and a few
Nikola
others. We watched those
Tesla's
like
Night of Terror. I don't care.
awesome title, I will say. I'd watched a couple of those like on a stream, before, and like with I think Rob, and like
Wob?
a few of us watched that. Wob, who is here. And for whatever reason, my general perception was that everyone else was enjoying this season way more than me.
Everybody else
so-
loves this. No.
Everyone else is having fun, because I was not into it at all when we were watching those episodes, but everyone else was kind of having fun, so I was like, okay, I guess people are just enjoying it more than me. So for sake of not being a fucking curmudgeon, I am not gonna say one word about the fact that that was the most dog shit set of Doctor Who episodes I have ever watched. And I'm just gonna let everyone else carry on as they are.
To be
And
fair
then
to
months
me,
later, someone else like complained about it, and it was like
Oh,
I
yeah.
like boiled over with anger that not only had everyone else not liked it, but I had been fucking holding my tongue for like 6 weeks.
People are like,
sitting there
it was
molding.
okay. It's fine. Oh my god.
Still funny to me.
In my mind, I didn't really know that Series 13 was on. So in my mind, the last episode was just Revolution of the Daleks, and we were just waiting for 13 to die.
Yeah, that's it.
At this point.
No, we had a whole season across
right, because they
October
dropped like
and
the
December
entire
of last
cast.
year.
Right?
Everyone
they
but
dropped
Yaz.
everyone but Yaz, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were like, this was a bad idea in the 1980s, and it's still a bad idea now to have
really
like
shouldn't
16 fucking characters in every episode.
guaranteed minimum cast of 4, and then at least 2 other supporting characters and a villain, and it's only an hour long in total. And also all of our fucking script ideas suck dick.
Oh my god, and they all suck. Chris Chibnall's a hack.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what a painful fucking experience. I love looking on the Wikipedia list of episodes, because they have a column for UK viewers in the millions, and you just scroll down
it just gets
from
lower
the start
and
of
lower
season
and lower.
11, and it literally just does not stop decreasing outside of the seasonal specials.
Chris.
Oh no, last time I looked, the viewership for Legend of the Sea Devils wasn't out, because it had only just aired.
Yeah.
The trend of new episodes setting the all-time low record has not been broken, because we're down to 3.47 million.
Oh my god, I want you to take a look at this chart. This is like not even anything right now where we're doing it. Like, take a look at. Oh, I see. That's okay. Hold on.
Oh, nice transparency.
Nice transparency, idiot. Why do you have a transparent chart?
In case you need to overlay onto something else and not be able to see it. I will actually, I always think I haven't seen much of 13 stuff, but then every time I look at the episode list, it's like, no, I've actually seen. I've seen a lot of it. I actually have not seen most of the historicals, so I couldn't attest to if they're good or not. Oh,
it's a little rough out here.
Jesus.
It's a little rough out here, lads. That shit's almost hitting rock bottom.
Oh, that's about as bad as it gets, eh?
That's pretty bad, lads.
So that's series. So that's the Flux.
That's series 13.
Series 13, 6 episodes, right? So let's see.
Do you remember when series of Doctor Who used to be like 26 episodes long?
Yeah.
I mean, I get that there's a lot of considerations.
A lot of other stuff, but like.
Jesus.
Wow. So episode 2 and episode 4 were very highly considered.
They were pretty highly considered, yeah.
That's probably fair. One's the Sontaran one, which is like the war.
Everyone likes Sontarans.
Yeah, everyone likes Sontarans, and that's like historical as well. Fine, that one's fine. Village of the Angels is actually really good.
I don't believe it.
I watched episode 1 to 4 all in a row because my dad finally talked me into watching some. After watching the New Year's one, and I was like, this is actually not completely awful. Unlike last time I watched it, and he was like, I've been trying to get you to watch this the whole time it was on, and you were so against it.
You're not gonna like that. Eat. Here's. Do you want to see the ratings for Series 12?
Oh, let's see it. Wow, whoa! I know what episode 3 is. I remember what episode 3 is.
Orphan 55.
Yes, I knew without even having to look. Fucking deserved. That episode is so funny.
That's real.
So funny.
Real good, guys.
Absolutely amazing.
Just for reference, let me take a look back at Series 11, huh?
It's
I'm not going to post the chart, but Series 11 is posting numbers in the mid-90s until episode 5, which was, I don't know. And that dips down to around the 70s, and then the series finale of Series 11 dips down to about 70.
Yeah, deserved.
But it's like overall, like, fine. Like,
what the fuck is episode? What the hell is that? I don't know. Oh, is that one with the fucking alien with a stupid name?
Sure.
Is it?
It's all of them, baby.
That is all of them. Yeah, the pating. That's it.
Just for reference. Okay? Here's Series 10. Alright, here's the ratings for Series 10. Oops. Here's the ratings for Series 10.
Wow. Oh, that's so deserved.
Perfect 10s across the board on 4 different episodes.
Solid 100. Every episode at the end. Based Series 10.
Based Series 10. Again, here's Series 12. And,
Oh, Cena, are you talking about Kablam? The Amazon one?
Here's Series 13.
Oh my god. It gets rough out here.
It gets rough out here, lads.
Jesus Christ.
And that's just...
That is fucking funny. That's 6 episodes and you got a graph that looks like that.
Oh, yeah. What's like the lowest rated episode in Series 10? 8? What the hell is what is that?
Yeah, let me look. Series
That's
10, 8.
Empress of Mars. Lie of the Land. What the fuck is that? I don't even remember that.
What was that?
Lie of the Land.
Where's Lie of the Land?
Oh,
plot?
it's the fucking two-parter with the.
Oh yeah.
It's that two-parter with the pyramids, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those were kind of mid.
Yeah.
Those were kind of mid, like, to be honest.
A bit mid. Oh yeah.
What else is poorly rated on this? Yeah, the monk shit. That was like nothing.
You know what? I actually
Smile.
think I didn't watch a lot of season 10.
Smile wasn't great either. Series 10 was
When
good.
did I start? It was good. The thing is, I don't know why. I think I was just fucking done with Doctor Who at that point.
See, that's why I quit on Series 8.
Which one was?
That's the first. That's
yeah,
the first 12.
I think I dropped it. No, I think Jesus, no, I watched Series 8 and then I was like, no.
I watched like one episode of Series 8 and I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I did. Then I watched. I started Series 9 and then I was like, fuck out of here. I got to. Jesus, I don't know. I got like halfway through looking at it and then kind of just did not come back to it.
Well, you should watch it
until I should.
Stop watching 12 shit, or you should stop watching 13 shit and watch Series 10. The last 3 episodes of this series, perfect 10s.
I will
10s.
confess that's deserved. I did watch those when they
Eaters
were
of Light, World Enough in Time, and Doctor Falls. Perfect 10s. Across
perfect
the board.
10s. Literally perfect 10s. Flawless episodes. I could kind of have done without Twice Upon a Time, to be honest. Not a favourite of mine.
What? It's fine. It's okay.
Fine, but it's not as good of an ending for 12 as the Doctor Falls was.
No, it wasn't.
It kind of drags it out for another hour, which I didn't. It's fine. I don't
but
mind
one was
it. But
there,
I'm
so it's fine.
Yeah. It was fun. There was some fun to be had, but
it was some fun to be had, but it didn't need to happen. No.
Yeah,
They probably could have made the Christmas special the first 13 episode, and that probably would have went over a lot fucking better.
Way better.
Like way better.
Considering, like it, I wonder. This is purely just me talking off the top of my head, but part of me likes to think it's like those extra 2 episodes on the end of Wizard.
They weren't ready yet.
Yeah, Chris Chibnall just wasn't done putting together.
The worst. It wasn't ready putting together the worst script you've ever fucking seen.
The Woman Who Fell to Earth is such a strong choice for an opener because it isn't any good.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, and it was such a bad script and such bad acting and such bad everything. It wasn't even like it was boring. It was boring.
Yeah.
It was just dreadful. It's the same thing that I did. We watched the other live. Yeah, I remember. It was the same thing that I had a problem with, which I later rectified with the first outing for 12, where I was just like, this is boring. It's boring. Yeah, one does hate women. It's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
This makes me so mad. Women.
I don't know if you have a problem with that. I think that was funny.
The first Doctor coming in, fucking.
Look, I
this
think
makes
it's
me
better.
so
I think it's better overall that they didn't shy away from the fact that one was a fuck cunt.
Yeah.
Because he was. That was the character. They don't like.
He was a real asshole.
He was a real cunt. And I think it's better for like overall that they didn't try to like sort of like grandfather him into being like a pleasant, nice old man. In like future appearances, they really just made him a cunt. Through and through.
He was always such an asshole to like.
He was always an asshole until like what 3? Stop being a dick, kind of. No.
Kind of. I think. Well, he was played by someone else in the 5 Doctors, wasn't he? And that's a very.
Oh yeah, he was a bit nicer in that one.
Yeah, he played by a much less sort of needly actor than William Hartnell. Whereas, I love that. I like that we're just talking about Doctor Who now, but in the 3 Doctors, because he only appears in like TV cameo.
Oh yeah.
Which was not his decision. I recall hearing that when he got like the call about it, he was like, absolutely fucking god yes, get me back in the studio right now. And his wife had to be like, no, you had to retire for medical reasons. You'll fucking kill yourself, you idiot. No. Find a workaround, but you can't go and just shoot a whole fucking episode of Doctor Who.
You know how fucking Tom Baker spends the rest of his life regretting that he didn't pick up the phone for the 5 Doctors?
That's gotta sting. That's really gotta fucking suck so bad.
Yeah, they called him. He didn't want to do it. He regretted it.
I would.
I would. 5
absolutely
Doctors was the
regret
best fucking episode of anything
It was
ever.
so good. The fucking when they
Time scoop.
you sent me this a little while ago. I think the bit when 11 gets out that fucking thing he took off the Master in the 5 Doctors. Incredible.
The fucking.
I was awestruck.
So
I was
mad.
aghast when that happened.
So mad.
The Reston Warrior robot. That's right.
When are they going to bring that back?
When are they?
I've been waiting for decades for them to bring back the Reston Warrior robot. Yes, they did.
They did use
footage from Shadow. Yeah,
That's all they had.
that's all they had.
They hadn't already shown. Like we can't just use footage from an episode people have actually seen. We have to just fucking.
You couldn't get away with it for 4. Everybody had seen every episode like religiously.
Most watched man ever.
Most watched man on television. Died when he fell off a building. Objectively funny.
It's the least fucking death.
They're like
maybe
fucking Doctor Who
No,
death.
it's
Doctor Who
not,
Regeneration's ranked in terms of how funny they are. I think his is the funniest when he just falls and dies.
He just kind of falls off of a big satellite.
Yeah.
While the Master, in the bit where he's like just about to fall, you can see him like fucking hunched in a doorway in the back, just kind of laughing to himself, rubbing his hands together.
Fucking
He's like-
legendary.
It's like there's no way he can possibly.
That's
hold
also
on.
you forget that also introduced the concept that they only ever use the one time of the Watcher,
The Watcher.
future
Ugh.
ghost regeneration thing of
Ugliest fucking thing.
weird ice cream man. What's
7
the
feet
point
tall.
of that?
I was gonna say actually, I think probably the 6th Doctor's
Okay,
is actually
right. I forgot
the
about that.
funniest one.
I actually
'Cause
forgot about that. He hit his head and died.
He hit his head and died. The TARDIS went over and he hit his head and died, and they put Sylvester McCoy in a blonde wig.
They really did Mr. Baker fucking dirty.
They seriously did, because the controller at the BBC at the time was fucking his wife as well.
Was that true?
I think that's, as far as I have ever understood, that's true.
They really did my man dirty.
They really,
For
like, the
that.
guy was like, yeah, he's like, fuck Colin Baker, get him out, and also I'm gonna sleep with his, I think it might have been his ex-wife, but it's still not
Come
great.
on.
And Colin Baker was like, no, I want to
Big finish.
I want to do another season, and I'll hand off to the next guy at the end. And they were like,
No. Get
okay,
out.
we'll think about it. And then they were like, well, we're just gonna start filming the next one.
They did it rough with my man.
So rough. And then it's a very bad start for Sylvester McCoy as well.
It's Sylvester McCoy
First
didn't get
episode.
as bad of a run, considering, but he is the guy that, for a while there, was the last guy.
He did, technically speaking, sink the franchise.
It wasn't really his fault.
Not his fault. No.
It's
but it did
much
happen.
his fault as it was like Colin Baker's fault or like Peter Davidson's fault, but like They did cancel the show during his run, very suddenly, and made the last serial Survival.
Which is so funny.
Which is such a good serial.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible.
I mean, I guess he wasn't the last guy for too long because they did do 8, and then he was the last guy.
Yeah. Just like Kamen Rider, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. And then 8 was the last guy.
But
nobody had ever heard of that guy.
No one knew. I think it was debated for a very long time if that was even canon.
I mean, I could see why people would argue it's not, because, like, it was a film.
Yeah, made for Fox.
Made for American television.
I recall seeing that the first time it was, like, put officially in the revived series that 8 was canon was... what's the one where the Doctor goes, like, becomes a human and he's a teacher at a school?
Oh.
The Scarecrows.
The 10 serial with Martha.
Yeah.
That's the first time? No. You're getting that confused with the Cyberman one.
Which one?
The one where the other guy thinks he's the Doctor?
No, that's after.
When was 8 mentioned in that episode?
In the little book that,
oh my god, he sketched
John
his
Smith,
face.
Isn't it? He sketched his face. That's the first time the 8th Doctor appears. The first time he's
ever referenced.
Is in that, which is so fucking funny.
Yeah, but that wasn't enough for everybody. That's why in the Christmas special they had to actually show his face.
I gotta figure some people lost their minds.
Then the other guy thinks he's 11.
Yeah.
It's just objectively funny.
With his fucking hot air balloon.
Oh, what a stupid, bad, good serial that was.
Really was.
Really so forgettable, but it has a lot to offer. That's all dumb.
The weird cyber monkey thing with the brass face.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the most forgettable 10 special ever made.
Kind of was. Just happened in the midst of all the other ones.
It's because like the crux of the special was like this fucking famous guest celebrity actor is the Doctor, or is he? I do seem to recall them trying to sort of actually raise some doubt as to whether or not that was the actual reveal for 11 or not.
I do remember some of that. It was like, it wasn't just an obvious like, no, we're just fucking with you. Which one was Planet of the Dead?
Is that the one with the bus?
Oh, is that the one where they go with the bus? Yeah, and the lady, what's her face?
I don't think I've ever actually even seen Planet of the Dead.
I know that I have, but I will agree that I don't think I have.
I couldn't possibly tell you anything about Planet of the Dead. There's a bus.
There's a bus and there's weird manta ray things.
That was definitely in that era of 10 that felt like they were just stalling.
Yeah, we know what we're doing for the end, but like...
Waters of Mars, Planet of the Dead. I mean, not that Waters of Mars wasn't good, but it, like...
Yeah.
You know? It really felt like they were just fucking stalling.
We've got to get where we need to be.
Waters of... Planet of the Dead is the special that aired after the next Doctor, the one we were just talking about.
Right, it was
aired
just
back
3 in that year?
Yeah, it was like... There was like... I think Planet of the Dead was like the Easter special. Or something, because the next Doctor was the Christmas special in 2008. Planet of the Dead aired. Oh no, sorry, it was second of 5 special episodes aired between Christmas and New Year's, right? Because all of those happened between the send off, which is on New Year's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Journey's End, Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, Waters of Mars, and then End of Time, which was a really good and incredibly bad episode.
Yeah. Followed by
11th Hour.
Yeah. Oh, I mean the second part of
they're both called End of Time. Followed by an incredibly good...
I haven't seen it for a while, but like... Yeah, the disparity between End of Time Part 1 and 2 is...
insane.
enormous.
The disparity between End of Time and Journey's End is insane. Yeah, End of Time is great if you just watch the last 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly. If you ignore all the rest of
If you
what's
just
going
watch
on.
Journey's End and then watch the last 15 minutes of End of Time, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah. All you need.
It was at the time the last Doctor Who story written and produced by Russell T Davies, thanks asshole, who shepherded the
at the
series'
time.
return to British television in 2005. He is set to return in that role in 2023 with the 60th anniversary special. Davies was succeeded by as executive producer and showrunner by Stephen Dickhead Moffat.
Have you seen the pictures coming, like the set pictures coming out of the stuff that they're working on at the minute?
Hell no. The
Funny
60th
stuff
anniversary
going on.
shit?
Yeah,
No, I haven't.
funny stuff. I
Funny
will
guy.
not. It's a lot of people you wouldn't expect to see for the on-set stuff. I mean,
That can't be right. All I know is that Ten and Donna are there.
yeah,
Well, okay. Now, before I say that, before somebody nitpicks, nobody's actually going to do this, but I saw an article that was like, all we know is that David Tennant and Catherine Tate are going to be in it. That doesn't necessarily mean that Ten and Donna will be in it. And I was like, what are you talking about? Who the fuck else would they be?
who?
But then I read the rest of
will
the article
say-
was like, well, technically, in the 50th anniversary, which was bad,
Which was bad.
what's her name didn't come back as Rose, but she was the bad wolf or whatever. And I was like, but that's still technically...
It's like
Yep, also that... Yeah, and that was bad, though, right?
That
Like, you know how that was
sucked.
bad, right?
you know how we didn't like.
You know how that fucking special sucked?
Oh jeez, that shit aired in cinemas over here.
I think it did here, too.
Really, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they sometimes they air them in bigger cities. They'll do limited showings for like the Christmas stuff and like the anniversary stuff and shit like that.
Goofy.
Yeah. That show's 60th anniversary. Wow, it's just like it was just the 10th anniversary last year. It sucked.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it's
you're right,
gonna-
and the Tom Baker cameo, which
Tom
I
Baker.
actually did like. I thought that was nice.
I like that.
I thought it
thought
was
that-
good. I think that's like, what else are you gonna do? Like, I think that was the best possible thing they could have done with Tom Baker for that.
I remember when they re-aired it and Stephen Moffat live tweeted along with it
Really?
at some point a little while ago. Like it was just on. And he was like for like some kind of
My
reshow. and He
man.
was like, "Let me just give you some thoughts on it. Now it's been a few years.
What a legend.
I'm not taking to do it." And there's the bit in that when Eleven and Tom Baker where he's like, "Congratulations," and Eleven just goes, "Thank you very much." And Moffat just put that in quotes like, "Doesn't mean anything, but everyone really liked it." So. Absolutely meaningless exchange.
Thank you for that.
Congratulations, thank you. Awesome.
Why is there some other person? Why is there some some actor I don't know playing a character called Rose in this? That's what I'm getting.
Oh, yeah. That's a question.
We don't have to do that, by the way. We don't have to do the Rose thing again.
Yeah. I'm assuming... I mean, I can't possibly reasonably say this, but I'm assuming it's not supposed to have any connection.
I mean, come on. Yeah,
Yes,
Ruma to be
that's
Donna's
the
daughter.
rumor.
That's what I'm reading here, too.
That's the rumor, yeah.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah. Just one of those things.
Adventure in Time and Space was really, really good, actually.
That was really, really good, yeah.
That bit right at the end when they had Smith and
I was...
the
what
new
I was
actor,
thinking of.
that was really genuinely very good.
Yeah, that's like kind of the highlight of it.
Even in like the darkest parts of like when everybody really hated Matt Smith, performances. I don't hate Matt Smith, who didn't like 11. Even in like those darkest of times, I think everybody really like felt in that moment, you know.
Yeah, it was really something. There was definitely an atmosphere that whole special conjured up. I will say, because David Bradley was great as William Hartnell
Yeah.
and the First Doctor in that.
Was
And the guy they got in to do Patrick Troughton for that one scene,
Oh yeah,
not as good.
not as good. Look, nobody else can
Not
be
as
him, okay?
No, God, no. Absolutely not.
Nobody could ever be him.
He's probably like, I think of all the ones, if you were going to try and do an impersonation of, it's probably like the hardest to get it right, because he was like, from everything I've heard, he was like dedicated to doing something with that.
Yeah. It's so damn memorable.
I've heard a story of like when that was going on, like the first changeover. As a joke, the co-stars came in wearing T-shirts that said "Bring back William Hartnell," and he really got mad at them for it.
Oh man, come on.
He was like fucking putting himself under pressure to really like do something different, and he was like, he came in with that, and he was like, "That's not fucking funny.
It's not fucking funny."
I do not appreciate that one bit."
That's funny.
Sucks that his first serial
bad.
only exists in audio.
Oh yeah, a lot of his stuff got lost actually.
Really, a lot of it.
Like
God.
what is it? Like 40 or 60% of his archive is gone.
Fuck.
It's like just
really
him too. It's like just two. Like so
Yeah, it
much of
doesn't really
his back
happen.
archive is gone. Specifically his. I think there's some one stuff missing too.
Yeah, there's a
But it's
couple
like
from one.
majority of like the files that were lost in that fire or whatever happened were a lot
When
of
the
his...
BBC, they just burned it
They just like fuck this guy.
on purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
Yeah, they had limited room for film stock, and were like,
Nobody's gonna want these, obviously.
yeah, fuck them out of here, whatever.
It's just not like Doctor Who will be one of the most sensational fucking pop culture imports from the country ever.
Ever for
Ever.
60 years.
Well, let's not say
Turns
that yet.
out.
Turns out. Turns out we're stretching it really far.
Yeah, it turns out it maybe had about 50 years in it.
Maybe about 45.
Yeah, to be honest, we could have stopped at 45 years.
Oh man, we could have stopped. We should just take another break. I think, you know? He said no? What? What do you mean he said no? Hey yo,
That's
can we
fucked
have
up.
copies of no? I would do that too.
I was really asked the BBC if they wanted them, and they said... The BBC are fucking incredible. I guess in the 90s, Doctor Who just wasn't on, so they were like, no.
No, we don't need those.
Stupid. What? Why?
Fucking dickheads. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, the animated ones.
They'd be fucking good
It's
if the
fine.
animation wasn't terrible.
It's alright, but the thing is, like, I had a bit of a Doctor Who moment the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like, looking to see if there had ever been any more footage turned up of the second Doctor's first scene, and there's like tiny snippets, and it made me so sad that most of it is just in audio with the animation, because it just can't get across the kind of performance that Patrick Troughton put in.
No.
And like the tiny little second that there is of him, like when he's just sort of, gotten like
Yeah, got
sort
into
of
it.
got up and started talking. It's like just the whole look of him is so fucking interesting and different. I just want to see it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
See it.
It's not something that doesn't work in not live action.
Yeah.
And without
It's
the
like
original.
the animation is doing its best, but it just can't get.
It's just not something that
that.
lends itself to the medium.
No. Sucks.
Sucks. Why are we talking about Doctor Who so much?
Well, I don't know. How did we get onto this? I love when we end up down some huge tangent. I always like when we catch ourselves. I always really have to think to remember how we ended up here. I get so caught up in the moment.
There's something to do with Inoue, I'm sure. It was definitely.
Who
Oh,
was
I
based-
said that. I said that Kobayashi was going to start writing for
That-
series 14
That's right.
an hour ago.
That's right. The person I was going to say, by the way, who I wasn't expecting to see, my friend sent me a picture of this. You know Wilf?
Oh, I know Wilf. Yep, no, Wilf is not in the like. That part about my man back.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I guess.
As far as we can see, little fucking like 90-something-year-old Bernard Cribbins.
Come on, my man.
You gotta let that. You
You
gotta,
gotta let that guy back in. He loved Doctor Who more than anybody.
He really did. It's like this will be the third time with like some years between it that he's been in it, because he was in that film in the 60s as well.
Was he really? That's right.
Yeah, the one with Peter Cushing.
Fuck.
He was like a policeman in that.
They gotta let him back in.
They do. They gotta get him in there.
They've been
The
on Big
people
Finish.
demand it.
Everybody's been on Big Finish. They got everyone fucking on Big Finish. I remember how big of a deal it was after a certain point after 12 was done that they let Capaldi be on Big Finish. Like the BBC didn't have exclusive rights to it anymore or whatever.
Oh
They
right.
didn't own his fucking soul. That's
I
where
love
that's where fucking 6 lives now. 6 and 5.
Yeah, that's Jesus. That's their whole thing. They'll be in anything there.
Yeah, they'll be in anything.
Absolutely, fucking all of it.
You
They'll
pick
show up in other people's serials.
You pick up a you pick up a phone with Peter Davison. He's already there. He hasn't done
He
anything.
lives in the
I
studio.
swear to God, I thought he did. Oh, they have an impersonator. That's weird. I thought they actually had him. Fuck him. I mean, good for him.
Fuck
I don't
him.
care.
I love
He
that.
did enough. He did enough.
He did the most for them. I love that Chris Eccleston finally came back for it, and he's just been very upfront about the fact he's just doing it because it's his job.
Lad.
Like in interviews, they were like, "What? Like you haven't been back since
Money.
2005. What made you come back?" And he literally said, "It's paying work in a pandemic." So
Money. Yeah. I mean, BBC
They
didn't
asked him
even
with-
pick up the phone for him for 50th.
no, I
Well,
think
I don't know if that was
recall
ever confirmed or not. That was the rumor.
I recall hearing that there was some discussion between him and Moffat, and it was ultimately decided like no.
There was a lot of rumors flying around that they didn't pick up the phone. He wouldn't answer the phone. I think everybody kind of knew
Yeah,
that was going to be a non-starter based on just sort of everything.
yeah, all the stuff surrounding that, which is really funny because he was in like he was filming for Thor, but they were in the UK anyway, so
Yeah,
like
it's just a
he was
non-starter
just on the
personally.
road. Yeah,
My man's the
they
same
did-
note as fucking Joe Aguirre, who just doesn't want to do it anymore. Didn't ever want to
it's-
do it.
same fucking
Right,
exact
fucking-
deal.
Plays the main character in the most influential and impactful fucking iteration of a new age iteration of the franchise. Never wants to fuck with the franchise ever again.
I'm done with
But he'll do Thor 2.
it. Yeah,
He'll do Thor the Dark World or whatever. You know, he'll do that.
yeah. I do recall hearing actually that apparently there was no guarantee that David Tennant would agree, like that he wouldn't have something else going on. I don't
Yeah.
think Matt Smith's contract covered the special. The only person who had to be there was Jenna Coleman.
Well, imagine. It's just
Yeah,
Jenna
literally,
Coleman.
they could have all been like, actually, I'm incredibly busy with something else that like pays more.
Just
Really sorry,
Jenna Coleman.
Steve.
I remember hearing rumors that basically if Eccleston had said yes, the War Doctor character would have just been 9 instead.
Yeah, I
Which makes
Definitely got
sense.
impression.
Like, they wouldn't have had to have invented this fucking other character if they had 9 on deck.
Mm.
To change
John Hurt.
fucking canon. Everybody says that, but that's technically not, like, it's actually supportable. This is really fucking, like, lame and nothing, but it's supportable in the first episode of the series 1 that
Yeah.
9 just recently went through regeneration because he comments on his physical
He
appearance.
does, yeah.
Ugh, stupid.
He also, because it's coming up for the 60th, and he's just recently been doing the audio dramas and stuff. They were
Yeah.
like, "Are there any
No.
other actors who've played the Doctor that you'd be interested, like that you personally would like to do a crossover story with?" And I believe that the quote he gave in response to that was, "You'd have to dig them up," which,
My man. What does that mean?
my man, I guess 1 to 3,
Yeah.
and fuck everyone else.
Fuck everyone else. Yeah, I don't hate the War Doctor anymore. It's fine.
He's fine.
The acting was great. Like,
Yeah, of course.
it was such a controversially bad decision at the time.
Yeah.
Like, objectively a poor choice. If they had 8 on deck, why didn't they just use him?
Oh my god, he costs too much.
It costs too much money.
What the fuck else is Paul McGann doing, bro?
Nothing.
Nothing. He's shackled in Big Finish's fucking basement. They will
Forever.
never let him out.
Maybe they were worried that this is Probably not true. Maybe they were worried that if they brought 8 out, like, on full display, they would confuse people who had never seen his movies, or his movie.
Fuck, that would be funny.
And they didn't want to alienate casual fans in a 50th anniversary celebration. I know they did. That's what I'm saying. They had him on deck because he was in that fucking prequel.
Yeah, he was there, and they were still like, no, we gotta do John Hurt instead.
We gotta do John Hurt from Alien.
Surely legendary actor John Hurt could not possibly have been the cheaper option than Paul McGann.
John Hurt's not busy.
Yes, John Hurt's not going. Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. What's funny is that John Hurt has been directly name dropped in Doctor Who before. He was in it.
He has.
As an actor, as a real life person, they did name drop John Hurt like the fucking 90s or some shit. Like the 80s.
John Hurt from Hellboy, that's right.
I can see what I know what they were going for.
Yeah,
I'd have to rewatch it to actually genuinely seriously discuss whether or not it worked. The fact of the matter is that it was just in hindsight, even in sight, like when it was happening, it was just like a monumentally poorly received decision, and they had to have known that that would be a monumentally poorly received decision to like do that.
And also, like, all of the surroundings of the of Day of the Doctor
shut the fuck up. Maybe it wouldn't have been so bad if like Day of the Doctor had sucked so bad.
Yeah, if the episode had been good, it probably would have been.
Maybe the anniversary special would have gone over smoother if Day of the Doctor hadn't sucked so fucking bad.
If it wasn't bad.
It wasn't fucking bad. Also, I distinctly remember Davidson and fucking Six being like publicly displeased by not like they weren't called. They didn't get a call for the movie for the special.
Yeah.
I remember them being pretty publicly just cheesed about that.
They made a little. They are technically in it.
No, they're not.
They are.
No. That doesn't count. Shut the fuck up. It's archive footage.
No. They got the actors in it.
Did they?
Yeah, they made a whole little sub-series thing.
That doesn't count.
Scenes, whatever.
That doesn't count. Was that an official BBC production? I thought they just did that in his fucking backyard.
No, I think it was legit. It was like them. It was him and it was Davidson and Baker and McCoy.
Oh yeah, McCoy
all
was
being
there
like,
too.
Yeah, he was like, "How do we get into it?"
Yeah, Davidson made that in his backyard.
Didn't?
I don't think that was an official.
Not also in that. No, but they had access to all the props and shit.
He just had that.
Like the modern. I swear, I remember Moffat being in that bit.
I don't remember.
They had McGann in it as well for a minute.
Fuck me.
And Peter Jackson.
No, that didn't happen.
Because Sylvester McCoy was in The Hobbit at the time.
That's right. We made that up. That didn't happen. When are we getting McCoy back? When is McCoy coming back? When are we going to get 7 up in this bitch?
It's the thing.
It's now or never, folks.
They've been doing the adverts for the DVD box sets at some point in the last couple of years, and they keep getting whoever the fuck back to be in those with like silly references.
Imagine paying money for a fucking Blu-ray copy of Survival.
Oh,
or
incredible experience.
Any 7 serial, actually.
Really, any 7 story.
I can't really particularly think of any 7 serial off the top of my head that was like tremendously good, except for
what's the one?
Fuck Ass of the Daleks, where Ace.
That's the one
where Ace beats a Dalek to death with a like electrified metal bat.
That was awesome.
And also the fucking clown one was pretty good too.
Is the Greatest Show in the Galaxy universe?
That's the one.
One of those, yeah. The Cyberman one in 7 was so funny.
I don't think I see that one.
So much shit going on. There's like a lady from what's her name? I'm trying to remember because it's in my head only because of the way that the cyber leader says it. The lady Painforth, I believe.
Logic.
Who's from like the fucking 1600s or whatever. Modern day neo-Nazis.
Jesus.
And also Cybermen.
I forgot that 7 liked to do that shit.
Yeah, fuck, he did.
It doesn't matter because there's literally no Cybermen special, no Cybermen serial better than Attack of the Cybermen.
I was just gonna say, we were just talking about this.
We're just talking about that because it's the best Cyberman serial ever made.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible, insane stuff.
One of the best stories ever. Shit, that just it. One of the best stories.
Simply.
Just the way that it opened, the way that serial opens with them, fucking materializing in the fucking junkyard from the first episode, totally for no reason,
For nothing.
What a dickheaded storyline.
Everything about early 6 is so funny because he's just completely out of his fucking mind.
He's just off his board constantly.
Completely. When he tries to strangle Perry in the first episode.
Whatever, fuck it.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking
just
blows that cyber commander to hell.
He really does. Davison killed a Cyberman with a gun as well. They were all doing that.
He
point blanked him.
He point blanked that motherfucker after like shoving gold in his ass.
Shoved it like the gun right in his chest.
To be fair, that was also that was like Earthshock, and those Cybermen did kill like a lot of people.
They really did. In Earthshock, they weren't fucking around.
And also, what's his name? Adrian? Adric. They did kill Adric, so...
They did kill Adric. And in turn, Adric killed all the dinosaurs.
Fuck! I hate Earthshock. I forgot how fucking stupid Earthshock is.
Earthshock is so funny. That's the most fucked up thing. It probably isn't, but it's one of the most fucked up things Six ever did. Shoved 2 men into a pool of acid, and he was like, you'll forgive me if I don't join you.
That was funny.
What a freak.
What a freak. Fucked with his head.
Why was he like that?
Fucked up his head. That's because 5 died from like radiation poisoning or some shit. He fucked his head up.
Something just wrong with that fucking guy.
It's like, there's like the prevailing theory. It's not really a theory, it's just reading between the lines that like the new incarnation is like influenced by like something that bothered the previous one or something.
Yeah.
But it's like 6 was fucked up because 5 died in a horrible way.
Yeah.
6 was fucked up because he died from fucking like being irradiated to death.
It's so funny as well in like the stories. I think the first, I forget the order, but with the Master and 6, how much the Master is just like, oh, this fucking sucks.
This sucks. I don't like this guy.
This guy's fucking awful.
This guy's awful. I don't like this one.
Can we go back?
Can we get a new one?
The other one was fine, but like...
13 became pro Amazon after 12 because 13 is a bad character. I don't know anything about 13.
There's nothing really to know.
But it's a pretty easy through line. Like 10's outrageously bad anger issues come from 9, right?
Yeah, 9 being like very kind of suppressed and stuff, and 10's like incredibly arrogant and angry all the time.
What a dick. 11's
such a
11's fucking hyperinflated ego comes from 10's like egotistical insistence that he can't die because he's the most important cunt in the universe.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, you're a little late. We finished that shit about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, we've just been talking about Doctor Who.
We've been talking about Doctor Who, even though I said this would be a really short episode.
Yeah, we both agreed we weren't going to drag this out because it's hot where you are and I'm sick, and yet here we are.
And here we are talking about a show that we don't even like. Yeah, 10's fucking god complex when he's left alone for 5 minutes informs like everything about 11's character.
Yeah.
Literally everything. Like literally everything. And then 12's like also response to like that. And then I don't know anything about 13 because I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. Well, Chibnall definitely wasn't thinking about it in those terms.
No.
And I don't think he particularly encouraged Jodie Whittaker to think about it in any way at all.
Particularly anybody to particularly think about anything.
No, I don't think they had much thought put into it.
I mean, it's obvious that 9's personality influences tend to be sort of like his opposite but equal because they had the same writer. And
yeah.
it's the same with 11 and 12, and then like obviously Moffat and Davies were talking during the transition, and that certainly influenced like 10 to 11. But I don't know what happened between 12 and 13.
Who knows?
And we'll never know.
And we'll never know, and we'll probably never care.
It's entirely possible that 14 will just ignore everything that came before.
I really do wonder. It seems from obviously, I think it's all being pretty close to the chest, so it might all just be rampant speculation, but every single rumor I've heard about what's going to be coming on, like,
next,
from the 60s onwards, is, like, completely off the fucking rails. Just insane shit, potentially.
Like, we either have two choices here, is that we either play damage control to try to fix what Chibnall fucked, or we just ignore it.
Yeah.
Like, you could spend half a season trying to fix that fucking empty child bullshit that completely rewrites, or the fucking pre-First Doctor stuff, which both throw the entirety of canon into complete chaos.
And for what?
And to reinforce the idea that, once again, even though it was something that we desperately spent, that we did spend all of 12 damage controlling our way out of, that the Doctor's the most specialist fucking guy in the entire universe, and that, like, God in heaven fucking bend around his will, you know, which is what we were doing in 11, right? And then we spent all of 12, like, deconstructing that, because it's bad, and then we built it all the way back up to be even more extreme, to be like a universal truth that the Doctor is the most specialist fucking bitch in the entire universe ever, for real, and also that the First Doctor wasn't the First Doctor, like, you know, all this shit that didn't
all this just to make canon one scene in the brain of, oh my god, I just remember it's called the brain of Morbius.
That's not true.
Just that bit where the Doctor's having a brain battle with Morbius. Oh, that's so hard to say now. Oh, fuck.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen, and yet it's the only thing that's directly referenced in The Timeless Child.
That didn't happen.
That makes any... Also, unfortunately, we can't just say the Master lied. Because stuff that happened in The Flux directly confirms what he said to be true.
Nope. Those are also lies.
All complete lies. But you do what's her fucking name?
Is his master dead?
No, he isn't.
He's just still out there.
No,
huh?
he's in the next one apparently. Chibnall really morbed us.
Yeah, fucking Chibnall morbed us. It's all connected.
Morbius. The fact there was a Time Lord called Morbius. Stupid.
It was all the master fucking with him.
The scientist lady who discovered the Doctor as a timeless child.
Why would you double down on that?
Tectane.
Why would you?
She was
Why
she's
would
in
you
the end
spend episodes of Flux doubling down on like the most
worst,
unpopular
most
writing,
hated.
the most hated thing that you like? There are people who would call that what you've done to Doctor Who canon the worst thing that's ever happened to Doctor Who canon. Why would you spend Series 13 doubling down on that?
Well, you know those last two episodes of Series 13 where the ratings just completely dive?
Yeah.
It's those two episodes that she's in, so... you can't ignore it.
You can, though.
There's
lots of stuff that we ignore, like the Veil Yard.
Why didn't he bring that back, huh? Of all the things to not bring back...
I love every time there's like an anniversary... everybody, like the rumor mill always turns out, this is the one with the Veil Yard.
Now we're gonna do it.
David Tennant isn't gonna play the 10th Doctor, he's gonna play the Veil Yard. No, he's not.
He
We're never doing that.
We're never doing that because what is that? Also, it's impossible to do the Veil Yard now.
Because we're already past the point.
Yeah, he was, what was it, between the 12th and final, so where the fuck are we now? Coming on for 14. Actually, way more. Fuck knows, hundreds.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Who knows how many Doctors there have been? Stupid fucking.
But what if this time is? What if it is this time?
What if actually this time we do it?
What if us loyal Veilheads finally get what we've been wanting since the 1970s?
Fucking awesome. So ever since Trial of a Time Lord.
I've been waiting. The Timeless Hell is also just a dog shit episode. Yeah. Yeah, it is just a dog shit episode.
It's so fucking awful. Awful.
But that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, we've walked back and forth again and again on Gallifrey, being alive, being dead, being alive again, being dead again, right?
Yeah.
We can walk back on something like that. We can walk back on this Timeless Child crap. We can walk back on it.
I think it's gonna be... It's gonna, like, it's gonna break some fucking gears, the sort of hard kind of gear shift they're gonna have to do if they mean to do that. There's gonna be some stuff that just fucking, like, crunches under the pressure of a U-turn that hard. But it is doable.
Yeah. Or we could just ignore it. Or we could just ignore it and pretend it didn't happen.
It's so much of 13, though.
Yeah, but that's when, like, 14 just doesn't reference it ever again. Yeah, also, Chibnall walked back everything that the Master did in Series 10. So
I'm not convinced Chibnall watched any of Moffat's stuff at all.
This is the same thing that does the back and forth with Thor in the MCU movies, where every time that, like, there's a Thor movie and he gets some character development, and then when he's in an Avengers movie, they walk it back every fucking time. It's the same shit. But it takes half a decade for people to walk it back.
Yeah.
It's literally comic book shit. Where, like, writers will just, like, battle each other out with the books as their fucking weapons to just try to, like, screw each other over because they don't like what they're doing with the character.
Very graceless under Chibnall.
It's very graceless, Mr. Chibnall.
Really quite disrespectful to everything about where the character was before you took it. In fact, where all of the characters were.
Even the characters that you invented.
Yeah.
Somehow
you even did them bad. Oh fuck, I was gonna... Oh yeah, that's right. You know how in 12's Regeneration he does, like, a whole speech before he regenerates as, like, a checklist of things for the next Doctor to do to not fuck up?
Yeah, I remember that.
And
she did!
I'm gonna say I'm fairly certain she hasn't met one of those requisites.
Don't stand for fucking Amazon. Okay, did that.
Yeah.
Come on.
He had that whole episode where he literally talks about how the fucking endpoint of capitalism is human life having no value at all. And then the very next season, it's like, by the way,
that episode wasn't even that good, and it was still better than what we got in fucking Kablam. What was that? The Moon Egg episode? Or was that a different episode?
I think it was a different one because it was when he was blind, which was later.
I don't fucking
remember. Kill the Moon is fucking appalling.
Was it the sleep episode?
It might well have been.
It was the one with the sleep, like the sleep capsules, right?
I think
It was that one. Yeah, Oxygen, yeah.
I think
that episode wasn't even that good. Like, it was fine. It was okay. Kill the Moon was pretty bad, though.
Kill the Moon was
pretty bad. Quite poor. See what they were trying to do with it.
Yeah.
In theory, on paper it works.
Yeah, but in practice.
On paper it works, but it probably would have worked better in practice if it came, like, way earlier.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four writer retconning Franklin Richards not being a mutant, still wouldn't use the current X-Men stuff. That's so petty.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
That's so
Fuck
petty.
him.
Fuck him. Yeah, the ending of the episode is good. Like, what? Like, okay, like, Kill the Moon itself is not a good episode because it's just poorly, like, constructed and, like, needlessly cruel. But the bit at the end with Clara and the fallout, like, that it does for the character development of 12 and Clara, like, is genuinely, like, the aftermath of it in the rest of the series is really, like, worth the price of admission. But the actual act of watching Kill the Moon is pretty heinous.
I think the funniest bit of Kill the Moon, it's got to be the bit where the moon hatches, and they don't really show it. They show it very far away, small, in the sky. They cut away and they go, "Oh, it laid a new moon," and cut back, and there's a new moon exactly the size of the old moon, which is several times bigger than the thing that just hatched out of the moon, and now it's just gone.
Absolutely moronic episode.
Awesome.
What an absolutely moronic episode.
The moon is an egg.
The moon is an egg, yeah. Sure, whatever.
Fuck it.
Why does this episode... There's like so many other things that you could have done to get the same emotional response across.
Yeah. You didn't have to do that.
That wasn't the moon is an egg.
And get all of planet Earth to vote by turning their lights on or off. Oh.
What a dickhead.
Such a fucking asshole.
What a fucking dickhead.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do that? That really came out of nowhere. Like I said, it would have been better if it was like way earlier in 12's run when he was still kind of a dick.
Yeah.
It's just like he just woke up and decided, fuck him. You know what?
Fuck him. Today, you do it.
Fuck it. You fucking do it, huh? I've been doing this for...
If you're so fucking smart.
You're so fucking smart, you do it. See how you fucking like it, huh? You didn't like it so much, huh? That wasn't even the point, though. Like, that wasn't even his point. I don't even know what his point was.
I don't know if he had one.
I don't think he did.
Just fucking with him.
He's like, I was trying to teach you a lesson. She's like, what fucking lesson? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I just wanted to fuck with you, to be honest. You've had too easy.
You know what? Fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck humans. Fuck Earth. Figure it out yourself.
Fuck this guy.
Douchebags. 10 would have done that.
10 would have done
10 would have also just arbitrarily be like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Figure it out yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Stupid ass. Oh right, yeah, I remember. It was just so out of place in a series that was otherwise just delivering like hit after hit after hit. It was just like, whoa, pump the brakes there, fella. Like Moffat was just contractually obligated to make one really bad episode.
Yeah, you have to. He put it all in one.
Fucking BBC, like the fucking BBC came down and he's like, hey man, you've been doing really good so far. He's like, thank you. He's like, no, like a little too good. Like you need to drop a shit one. Like he like opens the folder that's like rejected scripts. He's like, I got just the thing. We don't want people thinking this shit's like good. We got to give them something to argue about, or they'll start arguing about things that aren't actually important. We need to deliver an episode that's objectively bad, so everybody will focus on that.
Yeah, I did meet one of the guys who wrote for that series at one point.
Yeah?
I think it was the guy who wrote Mummy on the Orient Express.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
Wasn't that the episode right after Kill the Moon?
I think it might well have been.
That was like the one she's like, I'm done with your ass.
Yeah, I think she was. She really definitely went in on him there.
Yeah, that episode was like one last thing before I fucking leave your ass because you suck.
Yeah, because you fucking dickhead.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, my friend went to, like, he was doing a talk thing with some other people, and my friend was like, I want to interview him for a thing for our film course, and went and talked about it with him, asked a few questions to be polite, not just go in and make a request of him. Yeah. The guy was like, oh yeah, sure, that'd be fine, and then like they got into emails about it, and he was like, oh, you meant video? No, we're not. No, I take it all back. The
Absolutely
fuck away
not.
from me.
Get that shit away from me. Kill yourself.
He was a nice guy though. He was really nice. And I did tell him I really enjoyed the episode.
Good. Okay, we have to leave.
What? Yeah, we have to leave. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Everyone get out of here.
Everyone get out of here. I'm gonna send you guys over to a raid. You guys aren't even here. Like no one's even here anymore. It's just you and me.
It's just us. We're just talking.
We're just talking.
And Rob.
And Rob. It's just me and you and Rob.
Just like old times.
Thank you guys for hanging out. And listening to us talk about Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Luke is here too.
Oh, Luke is here too.
Cena was here at some point.
Cena was here. Yeah, I think Nova was still around. There's people.
It doesn't matter. I don't even look at chat. I just react.
The real ones.
I just react to the aura of what's being said. I don't actually look at chat.
Absorb
I
it.
just know. I simply understand what's being said to me.
Know everyone else's opinions before they say them.
I've got text-to-speech in my brain. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys over to Corgi, so you can bother them instead of me. Daemon X Machina tomorrow, the mecha game. And then I've got some other stuff this weekend, I don't remember. That's it, yeah, anything else?
No, not
I
that
never
can think of.
end streams, right? I'm just like, alright, get out!
Yeah,
That's it. I'm done talking.
Bye.
It's the same way I end conversations. I'm just like, okay, I don't want to talk anymore.
I never have anything to say stream related, and I don't just want to like plug the stuff I'm doing. So.
Plug the stuff you're doing.
What am I doing?
What do you
Oh, I
have
have
for dinner?
some. What?
What do you have
Oh.
for dinner?
What am I doing? I don't know. Voss has got the oven on for something at the minute. I haven't asked him
Bobo
what.
in
It's probably
there.
pizza.
Putting Bobo in there.
No, she is raw.
Roll.
We
Yeah.
ball of dough.
Plug something.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, fuck.
I don't know. I keep meaning to fucking finish up the thing for the changes I'm working on and
Oh,
post
yeah.
those so I can get on to working on the suit for Kiki because everybody loves a tiger girl.
That's
And
true.
I've been saying I'll do it for ages. Oh, and I have got some stuff with you in it actually.
I hope it's porn.
No, I can't. Well,
Well.
no, I can't post it. Well,
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 Well.
you never know. You'll know.
I'll
No one
know.
else will know if it is.
alright. Thanks everybody
Okay,
for
that's
coming.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a good time.
There is porn. I'm just letting you know. I'm
Just so you know.
I'm waiting for the countdown to go.
Yeah. I want to see one message in chat being like, fucking, what?
What?
Just
Gone.
before the fucking race starts.
Okay, bye
Cool.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye everybody.